In this section, we're going to discuss the idea of nested loops. As with nested if and chained else statements, a loop may have as its body another loop statement, or a body that also includes a loop statement. It's often the case that two-dimensional or higher entities are being processed and need to have a way to address both the horizontal elements and the vertical elements. Consider the idea of a multiplication table. If we were going to generate one, we would have to have both horizontal and vertical elements. The multiplication of numbers as we go down the rows and across the columns would be the results we would print. 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, etc. There is a performance consideration for nested loops, whether it's 2 nesting levels or more. Because of the way loop works, it iterates through a certain number of times. That means the outside loop will run the entirety of the inside loop or loops for each of its iterations. If we had an outside loop iterating 10 times and an inside loop iterating 10 times, the inner loop would iterate 100 times because it iterates 10 times per outer iteration. This can have a huge performance impact if the number of iterations is large, if the number of nesting levels is deep, or both. Try not to have overly complex nested loops because of performance issues. If your problem does require them, use them. Attempt to keep the iterations to a minimum.